Hey Clovermates, and Happy New Year. I know I said that in the last video, but this is the first actual video in 2026. Sorry about the delay. This video was actually meant to be recorded and, this video was meant to be recorded on New Year's Day and go out for like the 2nd of January, but unfortunately we had a little bit of a error with the building's alarm system. The fire alarm went off all throughout the night, so obviously couldn't really record through all that, so I had to push the video back a little bit to recover as well, because that kind of knocked me out a bit. But in this video I'm just going to ring in the new year by just talking about a few things here and there, like talking about my plans for the year, any video plans I have, anything I want to do, any wants, wishes, stuff like that, as well as like addressing a few mistakes from the last year. I did kind of do a video like this last year, and I think I'm gonna start doing it, kind of like a New Year's resolution. I don't really do resolutions, to be honest, but I think these types of video could be good to do, just that way, so I can talk about what I want to do going into the new year and stuff. Okay, so firstly, I need to quickly address something, because I did kind of break a promise last year. Okay, so in the first video I did of last year, I said that I would upload more. That ended up not happening, but to be honest, that wasn't really my fault, because there was a lot going on back then. Like all throughout the year, there was a lot that happened that was out of my control, because I got for one, I got hurt. Hang on, which one is it now? Yeah, I got hurt. So that finger, I slammed that in the door, that got hurt. That's pretty much healed, by the way, now. So nails fully healed. It's just, everything's all sorted now. So yeah, that happened. I was hurt. I was in the emergency room twice last year, and like back to back almost, because again, first I injured my hand during I think November time. Actually no, it was September. So I hurt that in September, and then I injured my feet in November. So I had to like put YouTube on the back burner for a while to recover, and there was also a bunch of other stuff going on as well. Like there was a lot of recovery going on. There was a lot of stuff that took my attention from YouTube, because again, YouTube's only yes, I do try to keep the daily stuff, but obviously there is like other stuff as well, which sadly takes priority, but I have to take care of first. There's also like my well-being, my mental health, stuff like that, which takes priority. So because of that, I wasn't able to hold my end of the bargain as much as I wanted, but I am going to try and do that again. Again, now that my computer is back online, now that I have Windows 11, now that my hand is healed, now that my feet have healed, now that I'm pretty much back to normal, and everything seems to be back to normal as far as I can tell, hopefully that's the last of it, and hopefully I can keep up my regular schedule. Also, my SAD seems to be finally backing off a bit. I'm going to play it by ear to see what happens there. Again, that's that can sometimes factor in whether I upload or not, but from what I can tell, things seem to be normal. I'm feeling a lot better now, so hopefully I can bring back the daily stuff fairly regularly. Again, I've got my SAD time period schedule for if something happens, something to fall back on, got a bit of a safety net there, so hopefully I can actually keep up a consistent daily upload schedule from now on. Hopefully that's the last of it. What else? So that's all the flaws of last year. I wasn't able to keep my deal, but hopefully hopefully now that all that's sorted, hopefully I can keep up the daily upload schedule going forward from now. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. I know life has a unexpected habit of like throwing unexpected curveballs at you, so hopefully I'm able to go back to my normal schedule from this point on, hopefully, because honestly I've been pretty inconsistent the last couple years just because of unknown factors, and I'm hoping I've seen the end of it now. I'm hoping. So yeah, there's been a few difficulties here and there. There's also been a few things going on behind the scenes which has complicated things. As I mentioned, there was an incident with the fire alarm on New Year's Day which resulted in me filming this video a bit later than what I planned. Also the wall mount for my shower broke on me, so now when I take showers I'm having to physically hold the shower head and direct the water directly, which I feel is not as efficient than using the wall mount, but I'm managing it. It has been reported. Hopefully it will get fixed within the next couple of weeks. Hopefully once we're out the New Year week, hopefully it shouldn't be too much of a wait, hopefully. What else? Okay, so the fire alarm, the shower, is there anything else? No, in terms of failures, I think that's everything. So let's go into my plans for the new year. So, obviously I don't have support. I don't have like everyday support like I used to. So, that does mean recording is going to be a little bit more difficult. Like it's gonna be difficult like going out places to record. You know, I did the whole video at Cacao where I tried the Brazilian hot dog. Videos like that are gonna be a bit more difficult now because of that. But again, we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna see if we can organize a big day when I can go out and do stuff like that. Again, no promises there, but we're gonna try at least. Obviously, I promised a few things back then. I promised I'd go to a cat cafe, dog cafe, a few different things like that. That ended up not happening for a few reasons. Again, staff, and also just because the places we tried to organize it, but they never got back to us. So that happened because of that. Again, a few more videos of me trying food from around the world. I did want to do more of that, but that ended up not happening. What else? There's got to be more. There's probably a few other things I'm forgetting right now, to be honest. Okay, other plans. Right, so obviously I do have like these little mini series as well. Like for example, I did start Lucky's Kitchen. I'm probably gonna be doing a couple more of those throughout the year. I've already got a couple planned. I've got a crumpet episode, I've got a tea episode planned. Probably have a few others in the meantime if something crops up. Again, there's endless potential of what I could do with it. Again, I'm not a gourmet, but you don't have to be. You don't have to be Gordon Ramsay to make these kind of videos. It's just simple stuff. Simple microwave stuff. Simple stuff. You don't need to be a 5-star chef to make those kind of episodes. It's just these little comfort foods, and just, if anything, it's just sharing the experience with you guys. So yeah, I've got a few more episodes planned of Lucky's Kitchen. Obviously, I'm also going to continue the Let's Plays that I started last year. So obviously, I'm going to be continuing my Let's Play of Portal 2, Hogwarts Legacy, Undertale, obviously the Let's Play of Misao once Undertale is finished. Probably a few other things, once I work things out, So again, I'm gonna continue the Let's Plays and stuff like that as well, as much as possible. Again, trying to get back to the daily schedule as much as possible. I'm also gonna keep up the nostalgia stuff, like the nostalgia Let's Plays as well, like the, you know, flashbacks and stuff like that. So obviously Insaniquarium is another Let's Play that I've been doing more consistently. Originally a nostalgia run because I needed something because Sonic Adventure was having a few issues, but I have started to add Insaniquarium to my regular like weekly roster of games. And I do have a few other plans. Again, there's a few other things I can do as well. So again, continuing Insaniquarium, there was a bug I did notice between the last episode and the episode before. There was a quality issue. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I'll be able to fix it either, but I did notice there was a significant difference between the episodes filmed on my Windows 10 machine and this last episode with Shrapnel. Don't know if I'll be able to fix that. I'll try, but I don't know if I can guarantee that. But I'll certainly try. But if it ends up, if the rest of the series ends up being low quality, I'm sorry. I try to fix it, but I don't know what I can do. As far as I'm aware, the settings are exactly the same as they were on my Windows 10 machine from now, so I don't know what the issue is. I've tried everything I can think of, but in all my tests, the results are always the same despite the exact same settings, so I don't know what the issue is there. I'll try to fix it, but I can't really guarantee at this point. Okay, what else? There's, again, a few other nostalgia Let's Plays I can probably be doing as well once Insaniquarium finishes. Like games from my childhood, like games from the 150 game collection, like Insaniquarium, that I remember playing that I can probably delve into. Let's see what else. There's obviously the 2 Feeding Frenzy games, which I've been planning for a little while. There's also Eagle Pop, which, again, like Feeding Frenzy 1, I think I finished. Feeding Frenzy 2, I don't know if I finished. Eagle Pop, I've never finished, which should be fun. Also, there is one other game from my nostalgia collection which I actually started playing again. I rediscovered all throughout Christmas, and I've got it working again. However, that is a game that's going to require a little bit more housekeeping beforehand because, let's just say if I don't, with the type of game it is, if I don't address it properly leading up to this and stuff like that, it's a game that might cause me a bit of ridicule. Like, it's basically, put simply, it's a preschool game, but it is, linked to nostalgia and my childhood. So it is a game that I want to do. It's a part of my childhood, but it is a preschool game, so just, keep that in mind. It's not going to be like a new, it's not going to be like a new thing. It's not going to be like a regular part of my roster where I'm just, playing preschool games. The only reason I'm playing it is because it's nostalgic and I've got it on the brain, while I'm visiting my past and stuff like that. So it's not going to be a regular thing. Maybe on occasion, if a few more games like that pop into my head, then maybe I'll do them, but it's not going to be a regular part of the roster, really. Just whenever I've got something on the brain that I want to do, just because I want to share I want to share a bit of my childhood with you guys, and that way you can laugh along with me with the ridiculousness of these, because again, that's part of the journey as well. So yeah, I do have a preschool game planned. It's called Land of the Magic Stones, which I'm wanting to do. Unfortunately, I could only find the French version of the cinematic, so it does have the French name, and in the file I had to translate that to The Land of the Magic Stones. And there is also apparently a sequel of The Land of the Magic Stones as well, which I might do if I can get that working. But yeah, so again, I do have a few plans here and there for this coming year. Hopefully it's a lot better this year. Hopefully there aren't as many setbacks. Hopefully I'm able to keep up my daily schedule for the most part. Obviously, you know, keep up the daily schedule with maybe a couple breaks here and there just to avoid burnout, because I think that's the biggest problem. Like, yes, I'll try and keep it as much as possible, but, you know, have maybe little breaks here and there just to avoid burnout, just whenever I feel the need, pretty much. And yeah, I think that's everything. I think that's everything I can think of, really. So again, the nostalgia Let's Plays, the continuation of the Let's Plays I'm doing, you know, Misao, a couple other things whenever I, you know, so I think that's pretty much everything I want to talk about going into this new year. So yeah, not really much else to say other than that. So again, that is where I'm going to leave this first video for now. So as always, you know, I know I said Happy New Year in the last video, but that was filmed in Christmas. That's why I wanted to do this video at the start, just because this is the first proper video of the new year, since, you know, even if it is a little bit late because of the technical difficulties with the fire alarm. But yeah, that is where I'm going to leave this first video of 2026. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in all throughout last year. Thank you for your support all throughout last year, and I hope you will continue to support me throughout this next year as I try to reclaim my schedule, hopefully. So again, any support that you have to offer throughout this journey, even beyond this year, you know, any support in general is always appreciated. So again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I hope you guys will join me on my journey throughout 2026 and beyond. And yeah, all that said, I will see you guys in my first proper video, like beyond this one. My first Let's Play video, whatever the next video is. And yeah, with all that said, Happy New Year, and I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, have a good day, you guys.